We are live from the NPA Canada Ottawa session. Game number 3. We've got Canada Topflight Academy taking on Oakville Prep. Canada Topflight off a great victory last night, led by Enoch Colombe with 25 points and some vicious dunks. I am Efe Ashaka, joined by Mikias Mikri. Mikias, you got another one, a great one here.
Yes, Canada Topflight looked excellent yesterday, taking down TBA, tying themselves for the number 2 seed in the process.
And there's that guy Enoch Colombe getting it started.
Colombe had an excellent start yesterday, came out firing, knew that CTA had a big void to fill with 2 of their starters, Ankit Chowdhury and Luth Koulibaly, both absent with injuries. But Enoch Colombe came through with some fire, leading CTA to a victory.
That's a great cut to the basket there by Marco Desal and fine by Jordan Prasad. Oakville Prep on the board. Drive into the basket by Joe Malongo, but he's fouled.
Joe Malongo, another guy who stepped up with those 2 players absent. He's a guy who will constantly be attacking the rim possession after possession and has a number of acrobatic finishes that he can make once he gets there.
Joe Malongo has been a standout so far, or thus far in the session.
Yeah, Joe Malongo playing high school basketball, not prep last year, when Coach Tony House scooped him up doing some recruiting in the Ottawa region. Definitely been a great addition for the squad so far.
There's J-Rel Diggs there for 3, but he's off. Dubinsky with the save. There's Joe Malongo. The test lock Luke. Short. There's Jordan Prasad. It's Rana Grewal. J-Rel Diggs. Strong layup and finish there by J-Rel Diggs.
J-Rel Diggs really lit it up from outside yesterday in Oakville Prep's win over Dynasty. Starting off with a nice strong move attacking baseline.
Moonreath off with the shot. Rebound to Jordan Prasad. Rebound there to Joe Malongo. There he's in transition. Slows it down. Back out to Enoch. Moonreath pumps, drives, passes it back out. Enoch step back 3. That's off.
That shot a bit outside of Enoch Colombe's comfort zone. More of a spot-up shooter from 3.
Prasad with the runner. Doesn't get it to go, but gets his own offensive rebound. Puts it back. No good. Moonreath with the rebound.
You know, despite Prasad standing at just 6'2", great rebounder for a guard. Racks up triple-doubles with the best of them.
Another rebound for Jordan Prasad. Up to Damar Dial Richards. Marco Desal gets it to go.
Nice pass there by Damar Dial Richards. Richards really having himself a big season with Oakville Prep. Just joined this program for the first year, making an impact in the starting lineup.
Moonreath on the board. Timeout Oakville Prep. We'll be back shortly.
3 seasons. Almost 300 games.
Oh, Jacoby Neath!
Thousands of kilometers over 8 provinces.
He tried to send that one to Banff.
Making Canadian basketball history.
History has been made.
Nearly 100 alumni are now playing at the post-secondary level.
Dugby!
Some will see their dreams come true.
Need some juice.
And all of our former players will forever be part of the NPA family.
Oh, killing time. Allen Spoon Hunters cooking up a show. Jordan Prasad putting the NPA on notice.
Now, new names will emerge.
Setting the NPA on fire.
With the same passion of those that came before them. And to them we say, next man up.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is in.
Oakville Prep taking on what might be their toughest competition of the year in CTA.
This will be a great measuring stick for Oakville Prep, who consider themselves to be in the upper echelon of the league.
J-Ro Diggs climbing the ladder and putting it back, plus the foul.
Speaking of upper echelon, that's J-Rel Diggs, top 3 in the NPA in points per game. Really changes the dynamic of the game when him and Jordan Prasad are both healthy and active in the backcourt for Oakville.
He's a name you'll hear a lot of during this game. He'll get those shots up. There's Dubinsky, but he's fouled on that pass by Ron Agrowell. .650 left to go in this first quarter. Oakville with the early 1-point lead. J-Ro Diggs with the steal. Orkoda Saw gets to go for 2. Here's the question with Oakville Prep. Can they stand in defensively against the best teams in this league?
You know, that's when you look at this Oakville Prep lineup on an
That's great defense there.
Yeah, and on an individual level, you know, not a lot of guys that look like high-level defenders based on the eye test.
A shot's off by Jordan Prasad.
But they move as a unit, they work as a unit, and they've got vocal Damar Dial Richards as the anchor in the back line.
Testock Luke for 3. That's off. J-Ro Diggs with the rebound. Looking underneath for Damar. The mismatch. Damar underneath. Shots blocked by Enoch.
Enoch Colombe looks locked in once again in this one. Both ends, high activity. Comes in from the weak side to swat that shot.
He's been locked in from game 1 of this session.
Yeah, it really feels like something clicked in Montreal, and his activity has been on another level since.
Speaking of locked in, Jordan Prasad. He's had a great session so far.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's been a while since we've seen this Oakville team on the broadcast, and because of that, you kind of forget how good Jordan Prasad is. In my opinion, he's the best passer in the country right now when it comes to setting up teammates and making plays. He can do it in transition in the half court on drives, and he can light it up himself as well.
There's Oakville taking charge right there. Damar Dial Richards.
And Damar Dial Richards having himself quite a day so far. Actually received a offer from St. Michael's College in NCAA Division II. He's really been grinding, working hard season long, and their coaching staff must have been impressed with how he leaves it all out on the floor after every game.
Damar with the drive. On a Agrowell. Step back jumper. That doesn't go. Rebound to Enoch. There's Wilson Dubinsky. Joe Malungo. Left-handed layup doesn't go. Jordan Prasad behind the back, pass to Marcotis Hall. Doesn't go. It's Moon Reef. Colombe, the drive, and it's fouled by Ron Agrowell.
Strong take there by Colombe. Just too strong and powerful on that drive. Gruel had a tough time keeping up with him there.
I love how aggressive Colombe has been. Not disinterested. He's here to play.
Yeah, when his energy is high, you know, he sometimes looks like the best player on the court. You know, Elias Sabate will say it all the time. Enoch Colombe is the #1 JUCO prospect in the country. Has a game that translates to the next level, has a body that's ready for the next level. So not surprised to see him dominate. It's really about that mental switch that has to stay flipped on at all times.
They'll take a breather. Wilson Dubinsky back into the game.
You know, CTA has themselves a deep roster. You'll typically see Coach House and that staff go 10 deep in most games, trusting a lot of different guys that have come up through the program over the years.
Guys like Galdo Tutu and Louis Mikort checking into the game.
Yeah, Tutu's a guy who's made steady progress as the season has come along. His first year in the CTA program took a bit of time for him to get comfortable and acclimated, understand his role within this team. But now that he's figured it out, he makes an impact pretty much every time he's on the court.
A warning there is called on Jamal McQueen, coach of Oakville Prep. Thought that was a pretty soft call on Jordan Prasad.
Yeah, and we'll see in the first few minutes how the refs are going to be calling this game. Depending on the crew, depending on the flow. We've seen some games called extra tight, while others has been a bit of a looser whistle.
Tutu with the drop-off. Moon couldn't handle the pass.
Great pass there by Tutu.
Prasad crossover and jumper. That's short. Strong rebound there by McCourt. Oh. Carries, though. Oakville Prep ball.
Good pressure there by Oakville Prep, swarming the ball handler off that rebound.
A 2-point game here. 3:52 left in this first. Marcotis Hall with the mid-range jumper. That's pure.
Nice shot there by Marcotis Hall.
There's Moonreath. Drives it in. Malungo drops it off. Galdo Tutu. Passes it back out. Moonreath. Wilson Dubinsky. Moonreath. Loses it for a second. It's good defense there by Oakville Prep. Floater is no good. Rebound to Tavon Sheard.
And you asked the question, F.A., can Oakville Prep hang defensively against top squads like CTA? And so far, they seem like they're up for the task. There was some great ball movement there by CTA, a lot of attacks and kicks. But Oakville Prep stuck along all the way.
Jamal McQueen has been adamant that once he got his guys back, they were going to be ready to go. And they've answered it so far.
Yeah, Oakville Prep is undefeated when J-Rel Diggs, Jordan Prasad, and Damar Dial Richards all play. And now that they're healthy, they're looking to keep that streak going.
Seal there by Damar, up and under, gets it to go. Joe Malungo with that Euro, missed the layup though.
What you're seeing by Oakville
behind the back pass.
And you're seeing Oakville looking to push every time they get a rebound or turnover. They understand that, they got some of the speedier guys in the court, guys that make excellent plays and decisions in transition, like J-Rel Diggs, Prasad, and Tavon Sheard.
I find that's where they're at their best with Prasad up the court, where they're finding a guy at the three-point line like Rawal or Diggs, or trailing Damar Dial Richards or Marcotis Hall.
Exactly. They trust Dial Richards to come down with the most rebounds.
Seems like we got some issues with the shot clock. We'll take a quick break.
As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student-athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
Defenders in the NPA tasked with trying to slow down J-Rel Diggs.
Although a great backcourt, the combination of Prasad and J-Rel do lack in height. You mentioned yesterday how much would the length bother them, and it didn't seem to bother them too much.
Yeah, I was really worried going up against Dynasty, the longest team in the league, how they'd handle it, but they both lit it up. So, 1 for 1 on that challenge so far.
Tavon Sheard. Malachi Ariwe. Jordan Prasad calls for the screen. Good passer by Damark. Sorry, by Jordan Prasad. Damark just couldn't handle it. Strong move there by Wilson Dubinsky. A foul was called.
Yeah, Sheard did a good job of staying vertical for 99% of that play, but swatted down at the last minute, which is why the refs blew the whistle there.
Got it for such an undersized team. Oakville Prep seems to just battle.
Yeah, I think Coach McQueen drilled that into them from the get-go of the season. Thinking back to early Oakville action in a divisional game against Royal Crown, they let Jaden Weebley, the big man on Royal Crown, really take control of the game and dominate inside. Since then, size hasn't seemed to hurt them.
It's a dangerous pass there that's stolen by Damar. Ariwe picks up the loose ball. Strip. That's out of bounds on CTA.
It's like it was a foul call on Paslock.
McQueen letting Ariwe know there. As soon as you get it, look for your guard.
Yeah, bailed out there by the referee.
Side baseline. Kicks it out Ariwe. Gerald Diggs. Back to Ariwe. Lets it go. Shots off. Rebound to Enoch. Foul there on Tavon Sheard.
Tavon Sheard arguing that he got all ball, but it did look like he undercut Enoch, who was coming down with the rebound.
Enoch letting his guys know. That was good rotation there on that possession.
Yeah, great ball movement by Oakville Prep, even though the shot wouldn't fall. Kicked off by Jordan Prasad, drive-and kick pass.
That foul that puts Oakville Prep in the penalty. See the fans starting to make their way into this crowd.
Another full house here as this community in Ottawa really starting to embrace Canada Topflight, one of the top prep schools in the nation year after year.
The atmosphere in here was crazy.
Yeah, last night in their toe-to-toe matchup against Toronto Basketball Academy, crowd was firing. The players fed off that energy on both sides, and we had what we've been calling at NPH the best game of the NPA season so far.
The heads-up play there by Galdo Tutu. Jumbalunga with the floater. No good. Ariwe with the rebound.
And Malongo's missed a few of those around the rim. They're still trying to find his touch.
J-Rail lets it fly. Gets it to go. J-Rail digs for three. Lewis with the tough shot. Just a little off balance. Jamal McQueen calling out last shot for his team. Gerald Diggs up top.
If you're McQueen, you've got to be happy with how this first quarter has gone so far with Oakville.
Short Prasad. Good defense here by Lewis McCourt. Prasad splits the double team. Hits it to Ariwe. That's short. We got a good one here. Oakville Prep up to the competition. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The NPA started the season on Canada's east coast in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Big time shot, Jordan. No.
Our next stop was Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh, stick back jams.
Then we started 2020 in Calgary, Alberta.
Up top. Oh! Two-handed alley-oop slam.
Before landing with a bang in Montreal, Quebec.
Oh!
20,000 kilometers later, our sights are now set on Ottawa, Ontario, where all 12 NPA teams battle for playoff position. The path to NPA Nationals go through our nation's capital. Time is almost up to find out who is the next man up. The NPA started the season on Canada's east coast in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Big time shot, Jordan. No.
Our next stop was Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh, stick back jams.
Then we started 2020.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. MPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The MPH...
Oakville Prep off to a strong start as they lead by 4 points heading into the second. Jarrell Diggs.
Jarrell Diggs, really a dynamic scorer.
Shots off. Damar with the hustle. Ball's tied up. Great hustle from both sides right now.
No doubt.
Could hear Tony House coming out of that intermission, telling him to run Jarrell Diggs off the three-point line.
Yeah, Tony House had a front row seat watching him light it up last night.
There's miscommunication there. Damar almost slammed that home.
He took out from a bit too far on that one, but I appreciate the effort trying to get momentum, continuing to go Oakville's way on that one.
Moonreath to the basket. That layup's good. I love to see Moonreath be aggressive.
Yeah, he seems to be locked into facilitator mode, it looks like. A lot of his drives have been with the plan to kick out, but that one he was thinking finish all the way, and he got it to go.
Prasad for three. That's off. Rebound there by Dubinsky.
And you'll see anytime Oakville Prep thinks they have a chance to rip away that rebound or trap the ball handler, they're going to take it.
It's a bad foul there by Makai Richards. It's Enoch. It's hit on that jumper by Ryan Growal.
Speaking of bad fouls, that one would definitely qualify. Grewal did not have a chance to contest that one without fouling. Pretty much bailed out Colombe and sending him to the line.
What did we talk about yesterday on fouling guys taking jump shots? You're not going to block the shot.
Yeah, especially if you're behind him or beside him. You're going to have to go across the body to get your hand in the way, making the ref's job easy to call that one, and Enoch's job easy is he just has to shoot him at the line.
Jarrell sprinting up the court with a nice layup there by Jarrell Diggs.
Very acrobatic finish going right around the contest.
Good contester by Damar.
Dial Richards, despite standing at just 6'7", one of the best rim protectors we have in the
Jarrell
country.
again to the rim.
He can't be stopped right now.
He scores in bunches. It's a tough layup there by Wilson Dubinsky.
Yeah, and Diggs scores in bunches and also in a lot of different ways. You saw Tony House telling his team not to let him shoot it for 3, so he decides to take it inside.
Malachi Ariway, that's a good look there. Just couldn't get it to go. Louis Mecourt, that's off. Gerald Diggs. And a swat there by Moonreath.
Great job of Mecourt cutting off the middle for J-Rel Diggs, forcing him left, guiding him to the help. Moonreath there for the block.
Prasad. It's a bad entry pass down low.
Yeah, a rare bad pass from Prasad there. Seemed to have slipped out of his hand. Wasn't even close to Damar.
Moonreath. Great finish inside by Moonreath.
Another great drive off the dribble by Moonreath there. He seems to have it going early on in this one.
Damar for 3. It's Enoch heading up the court. Crosses over. Although 2-2, shot's no good. Prasad slows it down. CTA calling for a switch. Kai Richards on his baseline. Puts it up. It's no good. Moonreath the rebound. Off to Wilson Dubinsky. It's a great take to the rim and is fouled.
Good job of Wilson Dubinsky going back to the left hand there to draw the foul. Something you're seeing from CTA's offense early on is they are making a point of attacking the net whenever possible. You know, they like to play the run and gun style just as much as Oakville Prep does. So you'll see a lot of those transition layups. But even in the half court, any three-point shot they're getting is coming out of penetration to set them up.
With no rim protection, I'm sure that's the game plan for CTA. Damar. It's fouled there.
CTA seemed to lose track of Damar Dial Richards as he was gunning down as the trailer. Nice strong move by him to get sent to the free throw line.
Damar coming off a 22-point performance yesterday.
Yeah, and you know, points are just one thing that Damar Dial Richards does well. You know, scoring is great, but it's really on the other end where you see the impact that he makes from a game-to-game basis. You know, plays a lot bigger than he is, thanks to his toughness and basketball IQ. Great feel for the game on the defensive end.
Moonreath, once again, taking it to the basket.
Speaking of great feel, Moonreath has that, as well as a great touch around the rim for that finish.
Great cut, but disrupted by Moonreath. Is he the best defender in this league?
I think he's definitely in the conversation. You know, has the ability to wreak havoc off the ball.
Enoch Kalambe for 3.
You know, he has a bit of work to do as an on-ball defender, but playing the free safety position out of the help is where Moonreath really can be a disruptor.
Damar picks up the rebound and puts it back in. Moonreath lets it go. Foul there. Ngaldo 2-2. Kodasal faces up, jumper, no good. Damar battling. There's J-Rel Diggs. short, and a little push shot. Damar goes back up again, puts it in.
And
Damar Dial Richards.
On both of those offensive rebounds, Damar had no business coming away with them, but he just wanted it more.
We meet court short. Jordan Prasad. I'd like to see him pull that back out.
Yeah, I think that was just a situation where, you know, he's not really on the score sheet much, hasn't put up a lot of attempts. So I think he just said, I have a bit of a window here. Let me try and put this one up. But I agree. Would have been nice to see him take it back out, run the offense, try and get a bit of a cleaner look there.
Although they do play a run and gun style, in games like these, you got to value possessions much more.
Yeah, CTA just as capable of pushing it in transition as they are, so got to be smart.
Enoch takes it to the body of Damar, who contested. There's Prasad. No good on the layup. Good hustle there by Teslock Luke. Teslock hitting a clutch 3 versus TBA last night.
Yeah, a number of them. He had it going from beyond the arc. You know, you can always count on his defense when his three-point shot is falling. Really a key piece for the CTA squad.
Tavon Sheard. Another bad entry pass.
As you see, Enoch Kalambe continues to stay engaged, not letting anything easy come on the defensive end.
Tavon Sheard crosses over. Step back. Damar fades away. Jumper's no good. It's Teslock with the rebound. Enoch measures it, pulls it, and it's good.
Enoch Kalambe has it going in his hometown this week.
We got a timeout here by Oakville. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management. All aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. Junior NPA Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As it
3:54 left to go in this first half. Got a great game here. CTA currently holding a 2-point lead.
Here we see CTA trying to ratchet up the pace of this game here, getting into their full court trap.
Damar kicks it out. Marcotis. That shot's off. More to Joe Malungo. There's Moon underneath. That's stripped.
Active hands there by Dial Richards to come away with that ball.
Upper side. Off on the layup attempt. Joe Malungo. Travel call.
Once again, Dial Richards involved in the play on defense. Jumped the driving lane there by Malongo. Got in his way, put the pressure on, forced that travel.
Is he a guy you can throw a name in the ballot for Defensive Player of the Year?
I think he definitely has a strong case because of all. Once again, I think that Oakville Prep's defense is really anchored by him, and he's playing up a position.
Enoch Kalambe.
Strong take by Kalambe. Yeah, Dial Richards being asked to play the 5 center position on defense. Has the body and skill set more of a 4, but the adjustment he's made and the sacrifice he's made to play that role for Oakville Prep definitely has to be taken into consideration.
Drives it, no good. Strong board there by Moonreef. Joe Malungo. Good block there by Damar Dial Richards.
Once again, that's a name we've said how many times on the defensive end already?
Foul there on the drive by Joe Malungo. Moving screen called there on Tavon Sheard.
Great job by Enoch Colombe there. Trailing Damar, forcing Tavon to make that illegal screen.
Oakville Prep hanging tight.
It's been a great game by them so far. You know, you knew CTA on their home court was going to come out firing, especially after their big win against TBA last night. But Oakville Prep managing to match their energy so far.
Technical foul was just called on Jamal McQueen, Oakville Prep head coach. Pardon me, technical on the bench for taunting.
No, I think he said for constant over the back, like yelling over the back on the rebounds, which Jamal McQueen seems as surprised as I am that that's enough to call a technical foul, but
You see Edge starting to pick up, you see CTA starting to pick up their intensity just a little bit to close out this half.
yeah, and I think that's part of why Coach House went to the full court trap out of that last timeout. You know, when you're forced to pick up your man in the full court, you have to play with more energy. It's just natural, or else you're not going to work. The press isn't going to work.
Test lock. That's no good. Rebound there by Ronick Roa. Jordan Prasad pulls it from three. That's short. He's been off today.
You know, CTA has a lot of high-level perimeter defenders across the roster, both in the starting lineup and off the bench. You know, if they can continue throwing fresh bodies at him, whether it's Malongo, Dubinsky, Teslock, Luke, Galdo, Tutu, they're going to force Jordan Prasad to work for everything he gets.
They've had a tough time so far.
You know, despite that, Oakville Prep still doing a great job of hanging around. Just a couple possessions away from taking back this game.
Some of the guys having a chat with the ref there. Makoisal gets that one to go. Ball touching every part of the rim.
It definitely took its sweet time to go down there. Fortunate bounces on both shots there for Hall, but he gets them both to go.
He's going to be a guy that has to step up in this matchup.
Yeah, with Prasad struggling, that's definitely what Oakville Prep is looking for, is someone to fill that void. Technical foul on the play.
Given to Enoch Colombe.
Looks like Enoch Colombe threw the ball at Dial Richards after the whistle, leading to the technical foul. It seemed like Damar Dial Richards doing a great job of frustrating CTA with all the work and hustle that he's putting in. You know, we've mentioned it. He's been involved in almost every play on defense, a one-man wrecking crew on that end, disrupting everything that CTA is trying to do. Guess the frustration's starting to pile up, leading to that tech.
He's going to give you 100% every game.
Yeah. Called him earlier today, the hardest working prospect in Canada, and he's making me look good for that comment with his play in this half so far.
Enoch Colombe. Joe Malongo.
You know, he's so versatile. Here you see him at the top of the zone.
Louis Micourt. Wilson Dubinsky. Let's it go. The deep three.
That's something I've been impressed by with Dubinsky throughout the course of the season. He really has unlimited range on those spot ups. That one a solid 5 feet behind the
ball,
line.
gets it back and lays it in. Found money by Jordan Prasad.
Finally gets one to go just as the half is about to end. We'll see if that gets him going.
25 seconds left to go in this half. CTA up 3. Joe Malongo, Wilson Dubinsky again. That's off. Enoch Colombe gets the offense rebound though. Joe Malongo, Enoch Colombe. Joe Malongo, rainbow 3. Big shot there to end the half for CTA. They lead by 6. Keep it right here with second half action.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Starting with our foundation, that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place from April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student-athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
Who will be crowned national champion?
And Jacoby's going to try to measure this one up. Looking for a made-to-measure suit. Fourth quarter of action is brought to you by Indochino, where right now, using promo code HOOPS, you can get a custom-made, made-to-measure suit. And a number of our coaches get fitted up, 10 showrooms across Canada, 6 of them where we have teams in the NPA, match made in heaven, Indochino and the NPA.
Indochino, the national sponsor of the NPA. We are excited to have you as a sponsor. We're excited for what you're doing and what your brand brings to our league. The prestige of your brand, the prestige of our league from coast to coast.
The guys at Indochino were amazing when I got fitted. I can't thank you guys enough.
Indochino making me look good, that's all I gotta say. It's not always an easy task. Very grateful that you guys are taking care of me and having me look a little bit better.
I really thank you for putting the time in and believing in what we're doing with the young men and just, again, establishing ourselves in not only the basketball community, but the community that we live in.
Thank you, Indochino.
He has this like ferociousness to his game, this wanting to take the opponent's heart out. That, you know, it sounds really vulgar, but that's what it is. Like, that's what the elite guys, they compete in that sense. And I think that's what Addison has. It's that killer instinct that sets him apart.
My name's Addy Patterson, the #1 player in the country. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always putting work in. I always had a goal, I always had a dream. Spending countless hours in the gym if I couldn't get in the gym, I was outside hooping on the outside courts, doing whatever I could just to make it out and make a better way for my family and my loved ones. You know, as I grow and play basketball more and more, start to have more and more workouts throughout the days, 2-a-days, 3-a-days. It's getting more important to take care of my body. I've really gotten better at the recovery part of basketball, and getting proper rest, and you know, really the off the court stuff that prepares me when it's time to go train and play that game. I'm taking care of my body and making sure I'm well prepared. You know, I've been really just trying to get in the gym with guys that are at that next level, NBA players, D1, high major athletes, really just trying to prepare myself and push myself and not be comfortable.
My name's Roderick Patterson. I'm Addison's father.
My name is Jackie Patterson, and I'm Addison's mom. Addison, ever since he was a baby, he's always been a super sweet, calm, kind soul, and he's still the same way now.
When he first started playing basketball, I mean, he was determined, even from dribbling, to be a perfectionist.
He's just always been really competitive and sets huge goals. I knew he was going to be something really special.
Whether it was raining outside, snowing, morning, night, he was always outside, always training.
My name is Leah Patterson, and I'm Addie's little sister.
I'm Elijah Patterson, and I'm Addie's little brother. He's amazing. He helps us out with a lot of stuff, even when he's not home, because he's like at school a lot in America. We still call each other, and we're still in touch. So he's a really good older brother. I think he's gonna make it really far.
I think he's gonna do really good too, and I think he's gonna reach to go into a higher level and go into the NPA.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I work here at Big House Cuts. I've been Addie's barber for a few years now. From we knew him, he was about 11. He was quiet, always quiet, didn't say much. The only time I've ever seen him show like much emotion is when I see videos of him playing basketball.
What separates Addison Patterson?
The second half of Game 3 of Day 4 kicks off.
It's been a pretty back and forth first half between Oakville Prep.
Damar Dial Richards with the 3.
He catches a lot of people off guard with that deep ball. Not a lot of people think he has that in his game.
The strong take to the basket by Moonreath, who's fouled there by Damar Dial Richards.
Yeah, Moonreath in attack mode in this one so far. A lot of strong takes right to the rim, not settling for that 3 ball too much. You know, one of the great things about the CTA team is they're so deep and they have so many different weapons that you can't game plan for just one guy. If you lock in on trying to shut down Enoch Kalambe, you leave Joe Malongo and Moonreath driving lanes that they can take advantage of. You see Moonreath here doing so early.
Elias mentioning to me he believes Moonreath is still the most skilled person on the CTA team.
Yeah, when you look at skill alone, it's hard to argue that statement by Elias. You know, he hasn't quite made the impact that someone like Enoch Kalambe has made this season so far, but he has the tools to do it on any given night.
Sidestep 3, that's off. Moonreath with offensive rebound is ripped by Ronick Grohl. That ball stolen by Tessock Luke.
Ronick kind of falling asleep with the ball there.
Tessock Luke with the drive. Damar with another foul.
You're seeing CTA take it right to Damar Dial Richards. Second foul on him, less than a minute into the third quarter.
That's his 3rd foul. They need him.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful. You know, you love the aggression and fight that he plays with, but for him to get his 4th foul, if he were to do so in this third quarter, I don't know what would really happen to this Oakville Prep defense if he had to sit for a long stretch.
already lacking rim protection, just enforces the game plan for CTA to attack the paint even more.
Exactly. And now that they know he has 3 fouls, look for them to do it, to ramp it up even more than they already have.
Damar throws the ball away. Goes straight up. Good contester. Rebound by Marcotis Hall.
Good verticality there by Damar.
There's Jordan Prasad. See if he can get going in the second half. Marcotis Hall with the jumper. That's off. J-Rel Diggs going for a rebound.
Yep. I forced the referee's hand there. Looked like they didn't want to call it, but J-Rel did reach across the ball handler.
That's a timeout there for Oakville Prep. We'll be right back.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shorter, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything.
We are back after that timeout by Jamal McQueen and Oakville Prep. Their side not too happy with some of the foul calls made.
Yeah, he could sense momentum starting to go CTA's way. A lot of frustration on the court for Oakville Prep, so I do like that timeout by Coach McQueen, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Oakville responds.
Oakville Prep already with 3 team fouls. Prasad with the jumper, that's no good. Marcotis with the offensive rebound. Prasad again drives, kicks out to J-Rel Diggs, floats it, that's off.
Way off there.
Prasad with the offensive rebound, throws it off Enoch.
Prasad, a rare poor game for him from a scoring point of view. Still getting teammates involved with his playmaking, but Oakville going to need him to start lighting it up.
It's a strong move there by Jordan.
There he is
fouled.
On cue. When you're struggling with your shot, best thing to do is attack, get to the free throw line, see a couple go in, and hopefully that gets him back in his rhythm.
It seems like he's just a second too fast. The moves he's trying to make.
Yeah. I don't know if he's overthinking things or if he's just getting caught up in the moment. Maybe he knows he's off, so he's rushing a bit, but definitely agree with you there.
Sinks a second. Joe Malungo, Euros. In between traffic.
You know, Joe Malongo also struggling from the field. Has the same idea as Jordan Prasad, however. Get myself to the line. Try and get a couple to go in here.
Free throw hits the front of the rim and goes in by Joe Malungo. It's the 4th team foul on Oakville Prep. We haven't even hit the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, we've seen some games have a tight whistle, and this seems to be one of those.
There's J-Ro. That layup attempt is no good. Enoch Kalambe. That layup attempt is no good. Damar with the rebound.
Great job of contesting without fouling by Damar Dial Richards.
Ron Girl off for 3. That's off.
You know, as Coach McQueen said to us at the half, we're playing good, our shots just aren't falling. You know, if they can get a couple of threes to go in, we could be looking at a different game.
And a take inside Moon Reef.
Nice footwork there by Moon Reef. Deceleration to free up space for the layup.
CTA opening up a 10-point lead here to start the third. Growal. It's a deep shot. It's no good.
No, it's not like Gruel has it going in this game. I don't quite understand that take by him.
Guy's forcing.
Yeah, I know the saying shoot or shoot, but you got to stay within the rhythm of the offense, especially if your shot isn't going.
It's Enoch. She drives to the rim. Skies and finishes with the right hand. Enoch Kalambe. A second timeout here by Jordan McQueen and Oakville Prep. We'll be back shortly.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We're in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to be a baker and he used to run a restaurant. So it's pretty much in my blood. Anybody that comes in will feel like into a family business. Come to Golden Dough in Mississauga, be part of the family. Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We're in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to be a baker and he used to run a restaurant. So it's pretty much in my blood. Anybody that...
It's another timeout there by Oakville Prep. Like you said, Mikius, they're sensing this lead. I guess Damar answers that.
Yeah, before that timeout, Oakville Prep was settling for a lot of perimeter jumpers. I'm sure a lot of that conversation was about being more aggressive in offense.
Teslak with the shot that's off. Prasad with another rebound. Tavon Shear with the shot. That's short.
Going right back to settling there. Not a good shot. Not in the flow of the offense at all.
Moonreath. Back out to Joe Malungo. That is no good. Jordan Prasad. That's off.
Now, how many of these possessions are going without an Oakville player touching the paint?
And a foul there is called on Jordan Prasad. That'll put them in a penalty.
You know, when you're playing an aggressive style, you tend to get rewarded, especially on the offensive end. We're seeing CTA making a conscious effort to attack the undersized Oakville Prep front line. As a result, spending a lot of time here on the free throw line. Meanwhile, on the other side, you're seeing a lot of jump shots and possessions where no one with the ball even attempts to get into the paint before chucking it for three.
A second technical foul has been awarded to the Oakville Prep bench. This game is starting to slip away from the Mikias.
And you know, when you're losing momentum, giving up more easy points on the free throw line is not going to help your case.
Free throws.
Looks like CTA is going to keep possession here.
Oakville Prep's got to pull it together right now. They're more focused on the calls than they are on the game.
You know, it's all about keeping your head in the game. You know, despite what kind of external factors come in the way and come into play, you got to be focused on chipping away at this lead and trying to come away with this win.
As our guy Tristan Jones says, control the controllables.
You know, so when the internet's down and nothing you can do about it, got to stay working.
And a layup there by Tavon Sheard plus the foul. Waking up this Oakville Prep crowd.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of Oakville Prep fans here in enemy territory at Notre Dame High School in Ottawa. They were waiting for an opportunity to just get off their feet, jump with excitement. Tavon Sheard providing that there.
Makes the free throw. Let's see if Oakville can get a stop here. Build on this momentum. It's Wilson Dubinsky in the corner. Passes back out. Gets it right back and puts it up. Shot's no good. Makai Richards with the rebound. There's a stop. Makai Richards, Tavon Sheard. Makai Richards, pull up three. That's off. It's the offensive rebound. Floats it. And that is short for an air ball.
Not a good possession there from Makai Richards. You know, first the forced three ball, then the air ball on the runner. Let's see if he can bounce back and makes things happen on the defensive end.
So 3 in the key there on CTA. It's the second stop in a row there for Oakville.
Yeah, this Oakville defense starting to wake up a bit, keeping them in this game while they try to figure out how they're going to turn it around on offense.
Stamar. Makai Richards lets it go. And it's good! Makai Richards, welcome to the game.
Yeah, much more natural shot in the flow of the offense there by Makai Richards. Off the handoff, had a ton of space and a ton of time.
And now we hear Oakville talking. We hear them communicating.
Yeah. Bench is into it, crowd is into it, players are fired up. Let's see if they can continue this run.
It's a cut back door, but no good. Rebound and put back though by Teslock Luke.
Oakville Prep failing the box out there.
Jamal weak spot in the zone.
Yep, Jamal McQueen angry at Ariwe for failing the box out.
Shots off by Ariwe. And the ball's thrown away there by Wilson Dubinsky. .350 left in this quarter. CTA up 7. Spin move by Prasad. And gets that one to fall finally. That's got to feel good for Jordan Prasad.
No doubt. He had to work hard for that shot, but managed to create some separation on the spin move. Got the mid-range jumper to go.
Layup attempt by Galo Tutu is no good. Rebound to Tavon Sheard. As he goes all the way to the rim and is fouled. CTA timeout. They'll talk it over.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Those who show well are awarded an opportunity and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
Oakville Prep on a little bit of a run here. Close the gap, only down 5 now.
5, opportunity to cut it down to 4 if he makes the free throw here.
You jinxed him.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I stay silent, he hits it.
Now you know. Enoch Kalambe.
Oh, and it looks like that was on Dial Richards.
Ooh, that foul was called on Ari Way.
I think the ref did that just because he knew that would be Dial Richards' 4th foul, because Ari Way had nothing to do with that play.
I don't know if we can say that on the airways, Mickey is.
Just calling it how I see it.
The first free throw is good. Second is good. 3:15 left. Third. 6-point lead for CTA. Jordan Prasad, a pull-up jumper. No good. Offense rebound to Tavon Sheard. He pulls up for a jumper. That's no good.
A lot of pull-up jumpers by Oakville Prep, and these aren't going anywhere.
But there's that guy, Dial Richards, battling underneath.
You know, in the midst of this run, all of the Oakville Prep baskets really coming off of good penetration. Anytime they pulled up, shots have been way off. Haven't been there for the rebounds.
Stop settling. Dial Richards to the rim. And a good take there by Damar Dial Richards.
The man of the hour with another strong play in attack mode.
He's been that guy for Oakville Prep this game. The shot's good there by Galdo Tutu.
Galdo Tutu kills the momentum that Oakville Prep was building with that corner 3 ball.
This is Makai Richards. Back to Jordan Prasad. Makai Richards drives, drops it off, Damar, and gets swatted. My goodness.
Like Galdo and Tesla got a piece of that one.
Louis Mecourt. That's off. I was just about to ask, where has J-Rel Diggs been? Some good minutes there by Makai Richards.
Makai Richards bounced back after a bit of a slow start to that shift.
Ronna Grual checking into the game too.
Grual, another player who's been struggling here for Oakville Prep. You know, he's been trying to force that jump shot a bit too often. Let's see if he can come in with a bit of a more different mentality and play a bit more in the flow of the offense for Oakville. Like there's a bit of a discussion about what the score should be. Coach McQueen arguing that Oakville should have 52.
Tony House asking him if this is a timeout. Wants to get this game back up and running. It's ripped there by Tavon Sheard. Up ahead to Jordan Prasad. The layup is good.
Defense into offense for Oakville Prep. Great kick ahead pass by Tavon Sheard. Hits Jordan Prasad in stride for the layup.
It's a trap there for Oakville. Calumet loses it, gets it back. Good contest, just a better shot by Enoch Kalambe.
Enoch Kalambe, not afraid of the moment at all. Tough pull-up jumper there, gets it to go.
Cheryl Diggs with the drive and is fouled there. He'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, looks like Oakville Prep has got the memo. We've got to be in attack mode offensively. Stop settling for jumpers, get to the rim. You see them drawing a lot more fouls in the bonus now, while also getting some more baskets to go from the field.
Let's completely change the energy of this game.
Yep, feels like a completely different team when they've got that that mentality going of attacking.
With all the missed shots and all the fouls, they are still hanging tough. Down 7. Down 6. It's Moon Reef. Just pass it back out. Joe Malungo. Layup does not go. Foul call on CTA. Damar will head back to the free throw line.
A bit too much juice there by Enoch. Swatted on that rebound attempt. It looks like it'll be Dial Richards heading to the line.
This is what Oakville Prep wants. Free points. Clock is stopped.
Slowly but surely chipping away at this lead here.
The first is true. Second's good too. Enoch Colombe checking out. Galatutu entering.
It looks like Coach House wants to give him a bit of a breather before he unleashes him back in the fourth.
It's back to a 4-point game here. Galatutu travels for that shot attempt.
Coach House telling him he's got to set his feet, make sure he keeps that in mind next time he catches the ball. Big possession here for Oakville.
Chance to make this a one-possession game. Ron Agrawal. Jordan Prasad calls for a screen. Damar rolls, but loses it.
Right through his hands there.
Dives to the ground. Great job there by Moon Reef. Up to Joe Malungo. And a bad pass there. Back to Oakville Prep.
Yeah, he saw the defender coming, thought he could thread the needle there, but would have been better if he did a bounce pass or just slowed it down a little bit as CTA had the advantage.
Tony House giving us that look. They better figure it out. Jordan Prasad for 3. That's no good. Joe Malungo. Joe Malungo. Layup is good.
Makes up for the bad pass with the strong take there.
Tavon Sheard.
Looks like Oakville Prep is going to hold this for the last shot.
Gerald Diggs. Calls for a screen. Pulls up for 3. That's off. Or by Moon Reef. That ball's thrown away by Wilson Dubinsky.
Once again, not on the same page there. Teslock thinking 3. Dubinsky thinking layup. With that time on the clock, 3 probably was the better play.
And that's the end of the third quarter. CTA currently holds a 61-55 lead. More NPA action to come.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com, creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
Last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada.
CTA holding a 6-point lead as we start the fourth quarter. Oakville Prep hanging around.
Yeah, a tale of two halves for Oakville Prep in that quarter. Started off selling with a lot of threes, then got it going inside as the quarter progressed.
Good job there by Wilson Dubinsky, getting in the middle of the defense, laying it in.
Caught the defender sleeping on the back line with that cut.
Tavon Sheard called for the hook on that.
The referee had a clear view as Tavon Sheard hooked him with the offhand on that drive.
And he'll be going to the bench for Marcotis Hall.
You know, Sheard has given them some good minutes for the most part, providing a nice spark with his perimeter defense, racking up a ton of steals for Oakville.
Dubinsky, shots good. Wilson Dubinsky heating up.
Great shot there by Dubinsky. Continues to knock down the big ones.
Ooh, the block is called. That's a tough call.
Definitely a 50-50 play there. Could have seen that one going either way. Referee saying his feet were still moving. Looks like Dubinsky's toe was on the line on that last possession from the corner.
See Jordan Prasakti get going. Marcotis Hall in the midi. That's off.
Joe Malongo's defense on the perimeter has been really impressive in this one. You know, something I've noticed about him is anytime he's playing against another top point guard in the league, he seems to take it up another notch like he did right there. What a
jelly.
Acrobatic left-hand finish, Mr. Malongo.
Spin by Damar. No finish though. Moonreek with great job contesting and pulling down that rebound. Joe Malongo out to Moonreek, wide open. He hits it. CTA loves it. Lead up to 15. Layup is no good by Jordan Prasad. There's Joe Malongo. Layup. Timeout Oakville. CTA up 17. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go harder. Give your hardest before you are asked.
In the fall, rep tryouts set the stage, but not everyone makes the cut. Those who show well are awarded an opportunity and a chance to represent, but nothing else for now. The work is just beginning. Playing time is fought for, rep by rep, and practice after practice.
It has to be beat down into your head. You have to be challenged repetitively. You have to set a trend for the next guys that are coming up. Don't be asked to go.
CTA has gone on a run here. They're looking to close this one out.
Yeah, really taking over, grabbed momentum in this fourth quarter. Mostly off some strong play by Joe Malongo. All of his penetration in the offensive end creating good
contest
looks.
there by Moon Reeve. The pace is starting to pick up. Teslock Luke, that's off. Moon Reeve offensive rebound. Joe Malongo loses it. Quentin Hassel picks it up. got to let that fly, young man.
Yeah, he just doubted himself for a second there. Right in front of the referees. Easy call.
Joe Malongo drives. Another acrobatic finish by Joe Malongo.
This quarter has been the Joe Malongo show. Single-handedly pulling CTA.
Looks like Oakville's cleared out their bench and so will CTA. Johnny Morales, that shot's off. Malongo with the rebound. Wilson Dubinsky. Left-handed layup is no good, but it's called for a foul.
As we got the subs coming in for CTA, you hear Coach House challenging the guys that are checking in, saying that scoring margin shouldn't drop by the time the final whistle blows. Doesn't want to see the energy fall off, regardless of who's on the court for CTA. Always expecting excellence is Coach House.
Here, Tony House saying no excuses. To add on to your point about no drop-off.
That's how you really build a championship program, expecting excellence across the entire roster. If you're coming on, you're expected to make an impact, play your A game, and go hard at all times.
Wilson Dubinsky subs out, had himself a stellar game in this one.
Yeah, Dubinsky really stepping up, playing the role that we usually see Ankit Chowdhury playing. But couldn't tell the difference there with his strong play and shooting from beyond the arc.
Tavon Sheard with the take to the rim. Foul called on the play.
And CTA is able to hold on to this game here. This will be win number 4 for them in this Ottawa session, their hometown. They are one of 2 teams here tasked with a 5-game slate. Speaking with Tony House before the session kicked off, I know he was a bit worried, called it murderer's row when he looked ahead at the 5 teams he had to play this week. 4 for 4 so far, and I'm sure they're not going to be happy unless they walk out with that 5th victory tomorrow against LBA.
That's how you get better. You take on the best of the best. See where you measure up.
We talk a lot about peaking at the right time, going on this run less than a month before Nationals. Definitely the right time for CTA.
Daniel Muya called for the travel there.
And Mula is someone that we have as one of the top prospects in the class of 2023. He's got a big body, great skill and footwork at his age and his size. Something I've talked to the CTA junior coaching staff about is what they want to see next from him. And the main focus for him is to develop his guard skills as they want him to be a wing for the CTA gold team down the line.
Marcotis there with the running shot, gets it to go. Enoch Kalambe drives. Mitch Medill in the corner, passes up the shot, floats it, and it's good. Mitch Medill.
Seems to have himself a fan club here in the CTA crowd as they erupt after that basket.
Jordan Prasad steps into a 3. That's good. He finally gets the 3 to fall.
That's probably the first easy look that Prasad has had all game. CTA has zeroed in on him pretty much from tip-off.
Kalambe drives. Tough running layup, doesn't get to go. Daniel Muya underneath, finishes it. But Tony House said no drop-off. Marcotis Hall. Shot's no good. There's Louis Mikort. Mitch Medill, he drives, passes back out. The shot is short by Galdo Tutu. There's Rana Gral with the ball. Euros. Shot's no good, but the foul there on CTA.
You can feel the energy that the CTA bench is bringing in this shift. Looks like Coach House cutting that shift a bit short, though. I think he saw that Oakville prep came back out with their starting lineup. Doesn't want to take any chances here, as there's no such thing as an easy win.
Those are some good minutes there by the reserves, though.
Yeah, they looked like they were ready for the moment. No one too shy. All of them playing really with a lot of hustle and heart as they stepped on the court.
Grawl hits both free throws. CTA up 17. 5:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Enoch loses the ball. There's Rana Grawl. Pulls up. Hits it. Toes on the line. It's 2 points. Dubinsky. He is hot.
You can tell he's put up a lot of shots on these home court rims here.
Damar, strong take, plus the foul. He'll be heading to the free throw line.
Yeah, Dial Richards, one of the few bright spots for Oakville Prep in this game so far. You know, if you had to pick a player of the game for this team, I think that would definitely go to the man at the line. It's another corner shot by Dubinsky, called a 2 with his toe on the line.
Free throw's no good. Rebound to Moon Reef.
That's foul number 4 on Dial Richards?
Yep, that should be number 4. Spin move by Joe Malongo. No finish inside by Dubinsky. Gerald Diggs up the court. It's Rana Grawl. Cut by Damar. Goes back up. Finishes it again. What a block there by Damar Dale Richards. Damar. Back to Rana Grawl. Lets it go. Oh. Shots off. Spin move, but a rip by Damar Dale Richards.
How many times have we said that name in this
Jordan
game?
Prasad, pull up 3. That's no good.
Dial Richards really involved in almost every play on both ends. As much as we talk about the Oakville Prep backcourt, Dial Richards just as important in their success.
Joe Malongo. Joe Malongo just weaving his way through.
Yeah, he's had himself a good game, especially in the second half.
Gerald Diggs' shot is blocked by Moon Reed. No finisher for CTA. There's Gerald Diggs.
Looks like the referee stopped the play as Wilson Dubinsky is down on the other end of the court, holding his face. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but he seems to be in some pain.
We'll take a break right now.
In Calgary, Alberta.
Up top. Oh! Two-handed alley-oop slam.
Before landing with a bang in Montreal, Quebec. 20,000 kilometers later, our sights are now set on Ottawa, Ontario, where all 12 NPA teams battle for playoff position. The path to NPA Nationals go through our nation's capital. Time is almost up to find out who is the next man up. The NPA started the season on Canada's East Coast in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Big time shot, Jordan. No.
Our next
Hope Wilson Dubinsky's all right.
Yeah.
Seems to have got hit in the face.
Yeah, Saw him walking off the court. Looks like he's in good spirits. I think he should be okay in the long term.
Travel is called there before the shot on Ronald Grewal.
Grewal, a guy who has been stepping up for Oakville Prep in the last few games. Having a game he'll want to forget today.
Moonreef cutting to Sock Luke. It's offense rebound, kicks it back out to Enoch Colombe. Shots off. Gerald Diggs with the rebound. Dakota Salt to the rim. No finish. Joe Malongo sprinting up the court. Left-handed finish is good.
But we've had a completely different Joe Malongo in the second half.
It's Gerald Diggs off the court again. Reverse layup is good by Gerald Diggs. Joe Malongo to Moonreef. He drives in. Throws it away. Marcotus Hall covers it. He heads to the rim. Can't finish there with the left. There's Louis Mecourt.
Oh, looked like a travel there. Guess not.
Enoch Colombe, he lets it go for three. That's good. Shot there by Grewal. That's good.
Gets one to go from distance.
Moonreef loses it. Pulls up for three. That's off. Gerald Diggs with the rebound. Marcotus Hall for three. That's off. Moonreef with the rebound. Enoch Colombe. As he goes up to dunk it. Just misses it.
Man, I can't believe what Enoch Colombe just did there. He almost threw that rim down. That was an insane take.
Tried to get part two.
You know, and we saw J-Rel Diggs there trying to take the charge. So even an impressive job avoiding the defender there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
See Royal Crown enter the gym.
Royal Crown coming off a big win last night against Thetford Prep. Debut of star prospect Josh Primo. Had himself quite a ball game. Knocking it down from three and showing off all the different things he has in his bag.
His game is so smooth.
Really smooth guy. One of the top prospects we have here. Be taking on Dynasty Prep.
That'll be a good matchup there between Primo and newest transfer to Dynasty, Boubacar Traore.
Boubacar Traore really taking the league by storm. Sure, we'll get a number of thunderous dunks in that one.
Jordan Prasad. Telling Tavon to go up.
And you can see the frustration in Jordan Prasad's face right now.
Not the greatest game for him.
No, he had himself a tough one. I'm sure this was a game he was fired up for, going up against a tough CTA squad. Weren't able to deliver, but it's a good measuring stick, showing them what they have to go.
CTA holding the ball here. Up 13 points. CTA with another victory here in the NPA Ottawa session as they defeat Oakville Prep 89-76. We got more NPA action to come. Stay right with us.